Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about McLaren's car and comments that have been made about Adrian Newey's impact at Aston Martin. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Adrian Newey. Now, as we know, Newey is one of the best F1 designers of all time, and he joined Aston Martin in March this year from Red Bull. But Newey's focus has not been on this season, 2025. Instead, Newey has been focused on 2026 and beyond, which is when new regulations come into play. But as we know, Aston Martin have not had the best year in 2025. There have been some good Grand Prix, like look at last time out in Hungary. The team were really competitive and fighting for really good points, but there have been multiple weekends where the team have just not been on the pace. I mean, you look at the week before in Belgium, both drivers were knocked out in Q1, and the team currently sits 6th in the constructors standings with 52 points. Now, as I said, Newey is focused on 2026 for the team, but Aston Martin team principal and CEO Andy Cowell has said that Aston Martin would be having a better year in F1 had it guided Newey's focus towards its 2025 car. He told Racing News 365, "This year is hugely challenging because we're here, and what we really want is to have the quickest car, and if 26 wasn't there, we would definitely have a quicker car today. If from the 1st of March, Adrian had put all his efforts into improving the 25 car, I'm absolutely certain that we would be further up the grid today. But we're not doing that. We're focusing on 26 onwards, because the investment will pay off over more racing seasons, over more events, and that's challenging. On a Sunday evening, Saturday after qualifying, Sunday after a race, we're not happy. Monday morning, we're not happy. And then you get into the jobs list and crack on." Now, I've got no doubt Newey would have had an impact had he had more focus on the 2025 car. I'm sure he could have helped guide the team in a good direction, but as we know, his focus is on 2026 when these new rules come into play, and these new rules involve a new power unit and a new chassis. And Aston Martin has put a lot of effort into 2026. It's hired high-profile recruits like Newey, it's got a works power unit partnership with Honda, and it's heavily upgraded or got entirely new facilities. And with Newey having designed chassis which have won 14 drivers' championships and 12 constructors' titles during his career, to me it makes perfect sense having him focus on 2026, and perhaps he could give Aston Martin an early advantage. But let's move on to McLaren now. As we know, they undoubtedly have the fastest car in 2025. They currently lead the constructors' standings. They're 299 points ahead of second place Ferrari, and it's only their drivers, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, that are really in the drivers' title fight. Now, one of the reasons McLaren looks to be so fast is because it appears to keep its tyres in better condition longer than any other car on the grid. But while Max Verstappen, who has regularly fought with McLaren on track this season, has acknowledged that the minimal tyre degradation does play a role, he has highlighted another reason for McLaren's success, that being their medium corner speed. Verstappen said, as quoted by The Independent, "It's definitely better on its tyres, but at the same time, I think their medium speed performance is incredible compared to, I would say, everyone else on the grid. The rotation that they have on the front axle without losing the rear is something that is also quite incredible to see, and that's something that we have to try to achieve." Now, my opinion is that there's no catching up to McLaren now. McLaren are going to be champions. This season is done for everyone else. So really, the focus should now be on 2026 and trying to catch up to McLaren. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.